style of singing. Magia Palace is cheap. Okay. Well, hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Jacques here. Welcome back to BioShock 2 Remastered. So, last time around we had a bit of a longer episode. We took care of all three little sisters in this region, and in doing so, took out another big sister. Had a bit of a run-in with some of the followers of Father Wales, and also came to learn just how deep the cultishness of it all goes. I think last time around this type of bouncer was identified. I don't remember what it was called. Was it a bruiser? Heck, I don't remember. Let's do a sound check real quick. Is it a bruiser? Heck, I don't remember. Okay, sounds good. Anyway. But how does... Okay. Maybe part the hair just a little bit. Hello! Welcome, welcome. Today was a pretty busy day. You know, our Friday deal, but also the fact that it's the eve of Valentine's Day. And of course we have ourselves some deals, you know. Huh. That looked an awful lot like it was actually in the red when I pressed that button. Ow! Rude, first of all. Hmm? Oh, okay. Who's cheating? Not me. Yeah, it's so bad. The extent of the cult over Joni, or not Joni. I keep wanting to say Joni Lamb, as in that wolf in sheep's clothing runs Daystar. But no, Sophia Lamb. So it's just kind of a Freudian slip. But yeah, just I ended up calling just last episode just the like Cult of the Lamb, just in kind of a nod to the game of that name. But also just the fact that whatchamacallit. Oh yeah, just like, you know, they're like quite literally worshiping Sophia Lamb. But interestingly, in this one log for Father Wales, they had, like, it was kind of ambiguous. Like, it kind of seemed like, I mean, sure, they could have just been making a shrine of the incident itself, but like the the login tree of like Father Whales like praying to God, or what he thinks is God. And he mentioned how he vanquished Andrew Ryan, which, you know, that may be the case. That would be the case given, you know, God's sovereignty and stuff, right? But it kind of seemed like he was sort of indicating that the God that he is worshiping is actually Jack from the first game. Which is like, bro. Bro. Well, so if we have, we seem to be having our, you know, building up our, you know, false trinity, right? We got a false father with Jack, I guess, and a false son with Sophia Lamb, and so in that case, what is their false Holy Spirit? Maybe, like the atom or plasmids or whatever? I don't know. After all, people say with like their so-called manifestation, a lot of folks say with their so-called manifestations of the Holy Spirit, they feel electricity going through their veins. But I guess that's a whole nother can of worms, isn't it? Below tree. Is that, Oh, do I need to fix you? Where are you? I do need to fix you. There you go. Oh, I need to fix you too? Alright. Sure. Auto hack. Phosphorus buck? Oh, I can't carry anymore. Okay. Alright, who's Phantom of the Opera-ing over here? What's your deal? Well. Oh, I was literally just in here. What's down here? Ow. Fall damage, that's what's down here. This is interesting, though. Vending expert? Enjoy a special discount at all of Rapture's vending machines. What's description? Plasmas use less Eve. What's this? Drinking alcohol restores a small amount of Eve rather than draining it. Right. Wait, I can name them? Proud parent. That's the thing. What's this do again? Oh yeah, this is the thing that like sets you on fire, right? If you just get any ideas of touching me. Yeah, booze hound, I guess. Once I get another, I should be able to get another. That's not what I meant to do. Another whatchamacallit soon. Another plasmid slot. The requirements of Utopia. Which, fun fact, Utopia means nowhere. Kind of the point, ain't it?
Rapture. The keenest minds in the world, united under the ocean, yet somehow expected to subscribe to the same model of self-interest. Ryan could be staggeringly naive. As individuals, no matter how brilliant, each was a prisoner to his or her own ego, a sea of dreams in constant flux. But in Adam, their genes remain, ready to be tested against a moral vessel. Utopia cannot precede the utopian. It will exist the moment we are fit to occupy it.
Interesting. Oh! I just realized. Yeah, so so I automatically name my bots. This one is Kim. That's funny. Now, what's interesting is she does have a point. Oh yeah. She does have an interesting point, which is Utopia cannot precede the utopian. But it's in that, you know, we can't, imperfect people cannot create a perfect place. Clyde. That's the name of the orange ghost in Pac-Man, too. But, you know, like, just like, you know, imperfect people cannot create just anything perfect, really. Which is why it's just so foolhardy for us to think that we can just, like, you know, create gods for ourselves or find meaning in ourselves when we ourselves are imperfect beings, right? However, that being said, she is still twisting things about because, you know, there is only one perfect place and one perfect utopian, if you will. Like, that's not quite the right word, but, you know, there is only one person who is perfect, and that is God himself, so. Yeah, his son, Christ Jesus, you know. We can't, it's naive, it's, at best naive to think, you know, that any of us could even achieve such a thing. Otopus. mind if I... Kim and Clyde. I love it. Anyway, what am I doing with my life over here? I think I can just go in here, right? Yeah. This is new. Little Sister's Orphanage. I think it was Thomas More who wrote the book Utopia. The same Thomas More who was executed because he refused to acknowledge the King's marriage to Anne Boleyn. Henry V, or not Fifth, Henry VIII. Henry V was a pretty solid dude, from seemingly anyway. Henry VIII, not so much. Aw, Clyde. There you go. Oh dear. Sully, you're not supposed to name it. Once you name it, you start getting attached to it! Well, it's not my fault. They're already named. Well, I guess technically it's my fault because I'm the one who hacked them and stuff, and you know, got the ability to fix them as well. All right, Clyde.
Bolts through me.
Jeez, what happened to you? Quite possibly. Oh, you need fixing, Clyde? Alright. Where's Kim, by the way? See? It's already happening. Oh, Kim!
I love the dark, you know?
Oh well. Me and Orange Ghost here will, you know, get the job done. Those crayons? Those are pretty big crayons. Get over here, Clyde. Thank you. Hello, music. This kind of sounds like something by Muji or Mew, rather. Yeah, this is like, it sounds like a Mew song. M-Y-U-U. My name is Eleanor. I wondered because I'm like, okay, music suddenly. It's probably significant, you know?
I'm all alone here, Mr. Diary. You're my whispering friend. A doctor keeps coming to see me. He says Rapture needs me, and tomorrow I'll be leaving with him. I ask why, and he just smiles.
Suchong?
I'm not an orphan. Mum's alive somewhere, and Aunt Gracie is still probably looking for me. But I can't wait for them. I'm going to escape and find Amir, and we'll steal a submarine. Before it's tomorrow, I'll know what sunshine feels like.
Oof. You know what sunshine feels like. Wow. Reminds me of this part in Tron Legacy where, you know... Uh-oh. Hold that thought. Well, anyway, this part in Tron Legacy where they're approaching something. I don't actually know what it is, but it's like some light on the horizon of the grid. And, you know, Cora's like, I've never been, this is the closest I've ever been, you know, like, I've always thought I've always imagined it's like what the sun, like what a sunrise is like, and Sam just goes, oh, trust me, there's no comparison. And she's like, what's it like? And he goes, the sun? It's like, yeah, man, never had to describe it before. Warm, radiant, looks at her, beautiful. And like some like movie reactors I watch, you know, some of them will be like you, you know, it's like, you know, we're gotta help him out, you know, or whatever, or others will be like, we're still talking about the sun, right? Because Cora do be cute. Anyway, was that there before? Now she's just lava, you're just going around and all of a sudden there's a corpse that wasn't there before. That's just fun. Yeah, yep, nothing to worry about there. Nope, sorry. Yeah, that was definitely not there before. I'm so alone out here. Kim, where are you? Yes, I know. You're here with me, Clyde. Excuse me?
Burned up all my memories. Could you?
Hi. Oh, you're a toughie. Oh, what was that? Finally I can sleep? Aw.
You calling me a fool?
Mmm, toasty. Oh, hey, that looks like that kind of looks like the meeple, or the meeple, the meatly. Why did I say meeple? That's funny. Well, the only way forwards is backwards, apparently. What? Oh, that's what it was. Okay. I haven't been this way. Ah, I see, okay.
Welcome to the Circus of Value. No refunds, no returns. Welcome to the Circus of Value.
Each of you know the child of the Lamb. Through Adam, our souls shall pass into her holy blood and will be reborn as a single immaculate body.
Uh-huh. Oh, this must be the other side of the, This doesn't work on this, does it? No. Oh, now that's a lovely sight. Unlimited power! What's with the Wolverine masks? Or bomb shoe masks, if you prefer. Hmm? Ah!
Gotta change it up.
Wait, that's those are Jack's hands specifically. See the chain, the chain tattoo. Guidance of Lamb.
Andrew Ryan left us wandering, confused, and alone amongst yesterday's wreckage. But Sophia Lamb shows us that we are not alone. We are together as a family. So when you see a man brought to his knees, recognize that he is your brother and pull him up. Sophia Lamb teaches us what is in common is good. What is irreducible is right. She guides us all to the indivisible along a river of Adam. Rapture's daughter, Eleanor, shall be our vessel. In her, we shall be reborn.
I don't like that. Is Eleanor just like as like once being like one of the little sisters? She's now like so full of Adam, and are they like using her blood just all the time? And... Yikes. That seems to be what's implied.
Welcome to the circus of value. No refund, no return.
E5 though. Okay. Well, she had said, like, she made the implication that Adam would help bring us to Utopia. I believe. But there's also like this connection between like saying how it also would help, like it aided her collectivist mindset. Um, you know, going against like Ryan's individualism. Interestingly, but you know, she also was like, well, you know, but utopia cannot precede the utopian. You know, we must make ourselves worthy before we achieve such a place or come to such a place. So again, it seems very much implied that, you know, and Adam is the key. Like she's seeing it that way. So I guess that would be why all of these cultists are so heavily just baked with Adam. No? I can see what you're saying.
What the beast is upon us, children. It wears a hide of iron, and its hands are death and change. It would seize the child from us, and with her, paradise itself. Be ye soldier of the ground, or angel of the sky, we must stand fast and send it howling back to hell.
Okay. Ooh. Spear gun. Drill reflector. Oh, right. Rivet gun, clip size. Tesla upgrade. Kinetic energy from firing it. Used to charge several dynamos, randomly generating an electric shock. That's because I didn't understand the joke at first. Only now that you mentioned it, that there was only now that you really emphasize it, though, did I look back and really start to analyze it. So no, I do get it now, but... As Kevin, can I stay here? That's, Kevin. There's your... What does he do? Mostly just as that. Shotgun, Tesla upgrade. It looks cooler that way, anyway. Therapy with grace.
All right, Doctor. I'm here. But don't think wearing this butterfly means I'm happy.
Grace, I know you all too well. Want of child defines you. But biological loyalty turns us against the rest of the world, whom we ought to love in equal measure. Your poverty is testament to that, but your voice inspires the people. I am asking you to join a much larger family. Though your body failed you, you shall live on in us.
So Grace is barren. She can't have her own children. Also, you should kind of realize by now that I'm not necessarily paying attention to, or just my mind isn't necessarily going to be as alert to picking up references and jokes and stuff, because I'm kind of in the middle of playing a game, you know? So my brain is already occupied with something. Rocket spheres. The game is giving me lots of stuff. Oh. I thought I was backtracking. Oh, this is like a choice. Oh, crap. Whoa. Wait, is that? Ah, nuts. I think that is, yep, defeat Simon Wales. Defeat the Breacher. Or defeated the Breacher, defeated the Breacher.
Pump control ought to be in the back. One thing, though. Once you transfer the suction to Dionysus Park, we've got a tiny window of opportunity to get you inside. I don't have much air left, but I'll hang in there. You make sure you're ready before you throw that switch.
Creed of what? Of the faithful.
We believe in the daughter of the Lamb, hallowed Savior and anointed vessel, whose blood with our blood, sin with our sin, mind with our minds, life with our life, lifts us up from the depths, transcends base temptation, and delivers us all from ego. We commend ourselves to the new and unknown, born by our common strength and guided by the Lamb.
Well, that is the worst recital of the Nicene or Apostles' Creed I have ever heard. I really don't like checking Discord while I'm streaming. Got some hymns going on. I know. I didn't have to, like, check it. It's just a little concern that had to do with what you were saying. I was just concerned it was relevant to what was being talked about now. Alright, my apologies. I didn't quite... Well... Again, though, I didn't really know what, you know, we were talking about. Or what it was in reference to. Or... I can't English right now. What it was going to be on, shall we say. Goodness, what happened to you? Well, that's what happens when you overdose on Adam? What the hell? Look at this guy's feet. They're like... They're like animalistic looking. I mean, he's already rather animalistic looking. Wait, does he have 2 thumbs? Yeah, it's like they have like 3 fingers and 2 thumbs. Ugh. Yikes. As I say, it's interesting how it's like Like, the more Adam you use, it's like you are... The more and more you're shutting off the Imago Dei and assuming the Imago Diaboli.
Welcome to the circus of value.
Scary stuff. Also, what's funny is like it kind of the curve of the mouth, and just it reminds me of, like, you know, what people do to themselves with plastic surgery. I say people, it's usually just women, honestly. The thing is, it's like plastic surgery. It almost never just like, or at least just kind of the stereotypical look, or just like the amount of like, it's like, you know, you especially just see it in like how the lips and stuff is just like they start just looking so fake. Like it's not really flattering. Such is the price of vanity, I guess. Oh. No, why didn't I get full health and ammo again? Well, my health is actually just a little down. So I actually thought I was backtracking when I wandered into that room. Whoops. It's pretty funny. Take it that was Eleanor's dress when she was a little sister. This is all very creepy. Just to address the elephant in the room. Boy, you've seen better days. I have, actually. Yeah, it's almost like Velociraptor feet. Or it's like they're... I've read The Princess and the Goblin, and I've read The Princess and Curdie. That's not a direct quote, is it? Because I'm pretty sure Botox wasn't really was it even a thing? Okay, that's no way to treat the Bible. Just like hooking it up with splicers. Unless it's the Passion Translation. Translation. That is an abomination. Or whatever the Jehovah's Witness quote-unquote translation is, you know, where they like conveniently rewrite bits of scripture. I mean, really, the Passion Translation and the... I think it's called the One World Translation. I don't remember, but either one, just the Jehovah's... whatever it's called, the Jehovah's Witness version and the Passion Translation, they both have the same problem, which is a deliberate rewriting, essentially, of certain passages in Scripture just to fit a certain theology / heresy. So. Yeah. He doesn't. And then there's that other guy. He doesn't like you. I don't like you either.
Do you think me a tyrant, Delta? Vying for control of a dead man's dream?
Sure.
The city is nothing. Rapture must die so that Eleanor may rise from its body. Allow me to demonstrate.
Lamb's overloading the pumps. The place is coming down. Get to Dionysus Park.
Oh boy. Well, it's a good thing I have that faster, fast walker plasmid. Whoa. Wait, what?
Subject Delta, I want you to commit this moment to memory for me. This howling, brutish slog through the dark. This is who we are.
Get out of there, kid!
I'm working on it! Oh. Okay, I mean, I do remember that, like, I thought maybe what you were going to, quote or reference was how in, it's a good thing you saved all the, saved all the little sisters first. Whoa. Oh, walking through water. Was how, Curdy gets this superpower where he,
Look, Delta. It is the world for which you strive. You, alone among the dead.
Yeah, shut up. But he gets that superpower where he shakes somebody's hand and then he, like, sees what they actually are, or like, feels what they actually are, or something. Like, he just shakes somebody's hand, he's like, this person is a snake. I just love going swimming. Don't you? See, are there any more slugs about? Aren't there like, are there 4 books in that series, or like 3 books? Like, because there was a Princess and Goblin. I think, there was one called The Golden Key, I think. I don't remember if that was like the same series or like same characters, that is, or something else entirely. Dionysus biological hack by pressing. Okay.
Children, have you ever met the bogeyman before? No, of course you haven't, for your
Hang on a second. Dionysus. Good. Dionysus was the ancient Greek god of wine, fertility, festivity, ritual madness, religious ecstasy, and theater. Lovely. So, like, kind of what Paul was referencing, like the clanging gong or whatever, just like, which was like kind of a sort of a reference to something that would like take place in like their like ecstasy ritualism or something. Son of Zeus, king of the gods, and Semele or Semele, mortal princess of Thebes. Huh. Okay. Also known as Bacchus or Bacchus to the Romans, and derived from the frenzied state Bacchia. He induced in his followers. Interesting. Again.
Dionysus Park was owned by Sophia Lamb, Chief. Sort of a private retreat for her social experiments. One night it flooded, killing all her guests. Papers said it was cult-related. Come on up to the train station. Let's rendezvous.
Some lovely pink coral. Boy, I just forgot. Yeah, the very beginning of the game, all I had was a drill, and like I was using it to bust through like giant pink coral or something. Dionysus Park. It's one of those splicers. Moonbeam absinthe? But now I'm just kind of thinking of this,
Welcome to the circus of value.
sort of forgotten,
No refund. Welcome to the circus of refund. Welcome to the circus of value.
this kind of forgotten, Jack Ross Productions character. Like, this was one of the few instances before the canonical Jack Ross Productions. This character of mine called Barkus M. Gut. And he was, the way he talked was an imitation of this reporter in this one Lego game, Robot Chronicles. And just the way he talked was or whatever. And but you know, it's just kind of like you're listening to Chewbacca or something. Like, you know, he's saying something, but you don't know what he's saying. You're only hearing one side of the conversation. So at one point, I just go like, and Jack goes, "Don't call me names," you know, or something like that. But you don't remember the splicers from the first game that could do that? They were like fire or ice splicers, like they could like disappear and stuff. These are nice coral. Come back here. Let me take your picture. B?
Attention.
Houdini.
Subject Delta has drained and infiltrated Dionysus Park. His death is our rebirth. The life of the People's Daughter is in your hands.
No, the People's Daughter, eh? And to think, I had equipped the icy thing because I knew it was a fiery one. But then I never used it. Stanley Pool.
Well, I'm
or
in.
patronage.
Yep. Yours truly is the newest member of the Rapture family. I fed Wales a line about how the Tribune was stopping me from telling the people what's what. And without a word, he hands me an invite to this artist's retreat here at the park. Lamb bought my Frustrated Novelist Act. She's even sponsoring me to ink it while I'm here. Except my story's all about her. And I don't think she's gonna like the way it ends.
No, I'm not really sure what you're talking about. It's the same graphics as Bolt Gun, then you're thinking of like frickin' Power Slave Exhumed or something. Also, my robots are gone. Cohen's collection. Gifts from Billy.
Dear Yellow Eye Girl, my name is Billy. And
Yellow Eye Girl.
I saw you the other day at the merry-go-round. I think you are very pretty, and I Mom says your dad is scary, but I think he is strong and nice like a comic book hero. I got you a gift and put it in the basement where nobody will find it. The secret code for the door is 1080. I hope you like it. I will wave to you next time I see you, so you know it's me.
Well, that's like the sweetest and like saddest thing I've ever heard. Oh man.
So we can see the baby all the time.
Well, if you think she's pretty with the yellow eyes, you should see her without them. Anyway. Present for the yellow-eyed girl. Aww, it's a rose. Collected one rose. Oh no. I collected a rose. I wonder what Lamb's time is over. Andrew Ryan.
Lamb has been seen in the streets. One of the Alpha series was killed in the incident, and his bonded sister is stolen. But the Council has no time for a manhunt. Atlas swells the ranks of his marauders by the day. Regardless, Lamb's name has already faded among the people. She is no more than a ghost who has forgotten to die.
What a line. A ghost that has almost forgotten to die. Or that's forgotten to... Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Machine gun, rivet gun, heat upgrade. An internal heating mechanism that heats rivets to a white-hot temperature before they are fired. Caution, may ignite living creatures on repeated shots. I don't really have a problem with that. Let's see. Fully upgraded a weapon. Install the third upgrade to a weapon. Don't mind if I do.
Welcome to the circus of value.
That does bring back a question that kind of has yet to be answered, which is, how is it that Subject Delta survived? Because he's supposed to be dead, right? Perhaps it's the bond to Eleanor that, like, kept him alive or something, just gave him sort of Wolverine-like powers. Hmm. I suppose we'll find out by the end of the game, right? Also, you could tell by the way he was saying that, like in his recording, the little boy. You can tell by the way he was saying it that he was reading something. So he wrote the thing beforehand before recording it. So, you know, wanted to make sure he said what he wanted to say, you know. Oh. Oh, oops. Oh well. Not that it really matters all that much. Xerox, what, like, cloned? Is that what you mean?
And then we'll get a puppy.
My yes. If you enjoy slime and muck, it's utterly divine.
It's the plot of The Force Unleashed 2 all over again.
Next time you eat out of the trash, I want you to think of me.
A lady's got to have some standards. Too introverted for anyone to notice.
Yeah. Twould indeed.
My mother's
Mark Meltzer. Mark Meltzer! Wait, he's the guy who... He's got, like, the colored picture.
Well, the good news is I've located a new train car, but the station's still locked down, and we're not alone in here. I see a shadow in the security booth. I'll lay low while you have a gander.
Okay.
Well, hello, boys. The name's Stan Poole, Rapture Tribune. Quality paper. Before the locals stopped reading and started finding other uses for it. Anyway, I'm looking to cut a deal, fellas. Come by the train station. I'm here in the booth.
This kind of feels like a setup for another local villain, but or boss or what have you. But who knows? Gracie ended up, you know, being on our side, but and plus this guy, I don't know. I would say, given what we heard from this guy, I would say at worst, he's really just gonna be like, you know, for himself, you know, like not for Joan or not for Sophia Lamb or us or anybody, just himself. There's a good shot he'll, there's, you know, I mean, I kind of see it as 50-50, honestly. Lamb's idea of art. It's terrible.
Dionysus Park. Lamb is precisely how I feel about this celebration of unconscious art. The artist reflects the world as it ought to be, not as it is damned to be by some spasm of the lower mind. I shall not censor. The park is Lamb's property. However, if the case we are building against her proves true, I will return with a sledgehammer.
Well, I guess you're at least a little consistent, you know? The promenade, or the promenade, as some would say. Lamb's Garden. Only have 30. I hope I don't have to... I hope Mark Meltzer doesn't see me as a threat and starts attacking me, but there's a good shot he will, just because he is a desperate father looking for his kidnapped daughters, and, you know, I've seen Taken, I know how violent those fathers can be. Anyway. Lost and found.
I found her.
Oh, hey.
Found Cindy by this rusted carousel. But she was just standing there, staring, waiting for the music. And she doesn't even recognize me. What have they done to her? Listen to her.
The man in the moon is a girl, Mr. Bubbles.
Listen, if anyone hears this, I have to know how to cure her. No! Get back! She's my little girl!
And that's the line we heard. Right. It's kind of like in that other tape where he's like, you know, he's holding to some objectivity, like no, there is such a thing as objective truth, or, you know, holding to logic or whatever. And she is more on the side of subjective truth, or, you know, my truth, and all that sort of nonsense. So, like in that instance, likewise, he still very far from the ultimate truth, but is closer than she is in that moment. You all saw Taken 2? Oh, okay. I have only seen Taken 1. I thought I heard Taken 2 wasn't good, but I don't know. Guess that's only what I've heard, so. I wonder if Cindy will be one of the girls I am going to heal. I hope Mark will be okay, but, you know, there's like a pretty high probability he won't be.
We were partners. Sharing like I said. But I heard your voice. You were thinking about taking it all for yourself.
Well, whatever gave you that idea.
Say something.
There's this funny like moment or skit or whatever. It's like on Jimmy Fallon or whatever, and like they just had like Liam Neeson just like reading just normal like things or whatever, but he just says them in like the most intimidating way possible, and just like no. I see. Was that it? Oh, okay. That's what it was. I was like, I thought I saw a flashing red light, like another tape. Even though, right, yeah, I do remember that being the plot.
Dionysus Park was my home, Delta. An experiment in social unity, cut short by human folly. You dishonor its memory with every step.
Are you sure? I feel like I'm the most normal thing around here.
See, Lamb knows you're here, but I'm incognito. Thing is, since you drained out the park, the little sisters are already starting to nose around, looking for Adam, and I can't have that.
Sasha! Crack the safe already! I want my goddamn toy surprise!
Ugh, so terribly close. Why won't you cooperate?
It's getting tough, Sasha. Any week now.
There we go. And with just a bit of finesse.
You can't stand up to me!
Right. I'm just like, just when did you think human folly started exactly in all of this? I'm curious. It's just like, forget some values. Ooh, power to the people. Something magic. I don't know. Oh wait, I can. Tesla upgrade. Love it. Now I got 2 electrical weapons. Because why not? Oh crap. Oh, I broke it. Oh well. Jasper and Ogburn. Very well. How come I can't fix you? Anyway.
Come out from hide, you heartless man! How dare you! Ah! Ah!
Good work, boys. I say, Jasper, what comes after 75? 76, that's the spirit. Anyway, no, that's the way I came. This is not.
Take this, father, and hurry. Mother can't hear this, but she's looking right at me. And her face.
Take what? This? A launcher? Ooh, nice. Staff only. So just before... Oh. Well, now I can repair you. Why couldn't I before? I don't know. But... So, just before Stanley Poole is talking to me for the first time, like, you hear, like, it shows subtitles, you hear... Like, you see Mark, it says Mark Meltzer. It's like, no, she's my daughter, or whatever. And, like, you hear him opening fire or something. And then, and then, right after that, Stanley Poole talks to me for the first time. Ah, nuts. Oh, no. Oh, great. I just got a notification that my headphones have low battery right now. Stanley Poole is the reporter, or the journalist guy. Look at you, hacker. Killed 50 enemies using only hacked security. Nice. No, the guy who's trapped in the train car is Augustus Sinclair. Mark Meltzer is the desperate father trying to get his daughter back. Stanley Poole is the journalist who only reason he wasn't reporting on like a lot of stuff in Rapture that was just downright bad, or Sophia Lamb seemingly, was just a matter of, well, he gosh darn it, that's such a small window. Wait, is that? No, it's not. You know what? It's not worth it. Oh, there we go. Hang on, how much? Well, you're wrong about that, computer, aren't you? Got a good amount of money, so go find me Circus of Values. Yeah, close, but no cigar. Yeah. I can actually do that right now. Gee, what was the last one I ran into? Surely it wasn't this far back. Well, there is one right here. But I do think there is one farther up ahead. Nice.
Welcome to the Circus of Values.
Welcome to the Circus of Values. Yeah, so something funny, like I had mentioned how in my Wind Waker, my last Wind Waker stream, I had mentioned how I was like in my Switch Minecraft world, like stuff I was doing was like strangely enough coinciding with the different series that I was playing. For instance, you know, like I mentioned, I was just like going around on a boat, right? And did I go in here before? I don't think I did. And then I was going around on my ship, right, in Wind Waker, and then I was also going around on a boat, about to mount an assault on an ocean monument. And then just recently I had finished building a little big old house out of prismarine for my villagers, my outside villagers, underwater, right? And it didn't even occur to me that that sort of paralleled, or that rather paralleled Rapture, right? Just a little bit, but that's just like kind of a tradition for me at this point. It's just like, well, you gotta build it underwater. Also, I was a little inspired by like something my buddy George would do, like in our Minecraft world back in the day. He like created a little underwater village, which he called it. What did he call it? Oh no. Whatever the name of the Gungan underwater village is in the Phantom Menace. I don't remember what it's called. So it's right on the tip of my brain, but anyway. But yeah, that was partly inspired by something he did. But, you know, but also, like, I created just this little one-room building with prismarine back in the day, in that same world, like, because he had set up the conduit and everything, so, you know, you could breathe underwater and whatnot. But they used to make it so you could sleep in a bed underwater with a conduit going. But then they removed that feature, which was sad because, like, you know, at the time, you know, I called that the Prismarine Motel because it was just like a one thing. But yeah. Now, they have still... It is still possible to sleep underwater if you have a water-breathing potion on. But for some reason, it doesn't work with conduits anymore. Ah! Excuse you. Hey there, fishy. Yeah. Just going around, just like, oh, where's the Circus of Valleys? I need one. And it's like, but, you know, I still hate you. Anyway, solid slug shotgun ammo. Does anti-personnel. There's one right here. Yeah, see, I knew there was one, like, closer to the area. Yeah. Well, how did I get that far? Why did I backtrack that much? Am I just... Huh. I just got tunnel vision, I guess. Or maybe there's another way back. Or perhaps what happened was I got the Vita chamber was so far back. Actually, where was the last Vita chamber? Maybe that's why I didn't see it. Because I got thrown back, you know, a ways. Yeah, that's what I think of you. Deprecated? I think I did hear something about that. Or at least, you know, maybe that was just with other things. But, yeah, that does sound familiar. Well, to be fair, when is Reddit not in an uproar? Anyway, Kashmir. Pen money, women's apparel. Ad. Atlantic Express card. Indeed.
Do what the doc tells you.
Hold on a second. Right. Well, something could use a little WD-40. Proximity mines. Well, I'll be a skunk's armpit. I come all this way with my heart set in worshiping cows and horses, and you tell me some varmints beat me to it. What am I gonna do? I mean, what are you gonna do? Anyway, aw, such a peaceful sight. Just pretend I wasn't here. Anyway, see, even splicers have wall meats. Yeah. The Black Dream. Theater. New one, right. A deactivated Vita Chamber. That's new. Otogunga? I think that's the name of the Gungan village. Like the underwater village. Otogunga? Yeah, I think that's what it is. This is quite the mean-looking gun, ain't it? Well, first I'm just kind of... Oh, you mean the Vita Chamber? Right, I was saying this earlier, like, these aren't actually tapes, these are more like little computers. Now, the things inside of them are tapes, but they're not like cassette tapes, you know. Maybe more like 8-track tapes, you know. AccuVox. Fontaine Futuristics. Personal voice recorder, recording the thoughts and lives of Rapture citizens for 5 years and counting. Fontaine Futuristics for the city of the future. Fortunately, it didn't take that much to get the villagers to go into their new home underwater. What the frick? I just got nudged. Yeah, maybe. Just like relocated their beds, and then pretty soon they all were like, oh, okay, we're sleeping down here now. Now I guess another thing that I want to do is just maybe move the tropical fish from my pond into that lake. Hopefully, though, the tropical fish don't try to go freaking, west. They keep wanting to go west. I don't know why. Like, they keep, like, huddling in this certain spot, and they just keep trying to go that way. And I'm just like... Thing is, there's no... I don't think there's a coral reef nearby in that direction. Yeah, like, from what I remember on my map, there's no coral reef nearby, so I'm like, especially in that direction, so like, what in the world are you guys doing? But maybe if I put them in the lake, you know, give them a little more decoration, if you will, for the little area, you know. Right. Yeah, you're right. A spy.
At last, we have our Judas. One of my own people has been feeding Ryan evidence of my activities, and now I am to be detained. As a religion, they merely monitored us, but as a commune, they would see us crucified. And yet,
Stanley Poole?
though he will be the last to see it, Andrew Ryan has already lost the people. Wherever I am sent, rapture will follow.
So, something I meant to mention, and nobody in the stream is really going to get it, but, you know, in the Discord we were having this discussion, and you had mentioned how Mossman is like a great name for a character, like for Judith Mossman, right? Just given that she's, you know, she's a traitor for a bit, but then she does redeem herself, you know, so... And I think what she does do not out of spite or personal vendetta, but just like because she, kind of like Breen, just doesn't, she had like little hope for a bit, but then just her love for, you know, her love for Eli and stuff just like overcame that. It's like, okay, no, we're not doing this anymore. But something I was thinking of when you first find out that she's like the mole, if you will, I did make this comment in my first time playing it. It was like, well, you know, her name is Judith, which is the same thing as Judas with a lisp, so... Yeah, right. Eve Hypo. I wonder what the full... I'm assuming, like, I can only assume Hypo is short for something, but what is it short for? Growing up.
The little sisters are getting older, which is troubling. As they reach adolescence, they become aggressive, feral. Worse, the Adam they ingest contains traces of lethal plasmids left over from the war. The splicers are becoming far more effective predators as well. Our big daddies are falling left and right. Perhaps the elder sisters could be trained to sniff out the lost Adam and reclaim it for us. Yes, from what I've seen, they certainly wouldn't have to wait for the culprit to die.
Plasmids left over from the war. Oh, hypodermic, like under the skin? Because that would be literally what it means. Hypo, under, dermic, skin.
Who'd have thought? Me, of all people!
Extended reel. Let me guess this has to do with the camera. Get to know your enemies a little better. With Extended Reel, you'll get more quality time with each research target. Storing gene bank.
I better get gone!
Gotcha, okay. Well, they say you learn something new every day. I just did find, what's her name? I always did find, little confession, Judith Mossman rather fetching. Just a bit, you know? So it was sad, you know, when but then, you know, I was all the more glad when she turned back around, you know?
Found the answer we've all been looking for.
2 + 2 = 4? The world will never know. What? Anyway. Yeah, I guess so. A secular saint. Oh boy. You mean like Friedrich Nietzsche? Or Nietzsche?
The genius of Sophia Lamb is a thing of empathy, a profound moral sense. I can only describe her as a kind of secular saint. But dividing her loyalty evenly across the world at large spreads it so thin as to be invisible to some. Love, I have found, is beneath her. Naturally, Ryan arrested her, gave her to Sinclair to incarcerate somewhere. But upon her escape, she took the city and changed my life forever.
Interesting. Oh yes, I mean I quite agree. Ah yes, okay. Oh, it's okay. I'm not, you know. I didn't assume the worst. I assumed it wasn't unsavory or meant that way, you know. Projection booth. Now I am very lost. I'm trying to find that couple. You know, because I'm gonna finally ruin their fun. What? Anyway. Ooh, fiery folks. The heck? Well, that was a shame. Here's something. Almost sounded like some kind of whispering. Something. It's a little eerie. There's just some eerie. Yeah, I get you. She does kind of have a like an anti-ant sort of feeling, you know. Really? You haven't seen the chips before? Hmm. Fascinating. Another tape. learning poker. It's a fun game.
You must learn to play poker, Eleanor. Like anyone, I am flawed and have a fierce genetic bias towards competition. But each Saturday, I read the other players, and I pick a man who will benefit the most from victory. By the final hand, I ensure that he takes home my entire stake, and that of the others. I win nothing but the feeling of conquest over myself, and the wealth of my competitors is slowly reshuffled according to their need.
Okay.
I'm in charge, but that's...
Uh-oh. Ah! What? Oh no! Is it gonna break? Or crash? I can't even English anymore. Oh, the game crashed on me. Gosh darn it. It's not the first time it's done that, but it doesn't happen often. Right. It's like, oh look at me. I'm just I'm so benevolent. I'm such a, noblesse oblige, Alright, where does that put me?
Children, have you ever met?
Oh, work!
Uh-oh.
Partners. We were
No
partners.
use hiding.
Sharing like I said. But I
Oh
heard your
gosh.
mind. You were thinking of...
Well, that puts me back a ways. Oh well. I was thinking of calling it anyway, for the day, so I might just play off camera. Get back to that point I was at, so. And plus I just really need to go to the bathroom. Oh, really? That's funny. I was just thinking, so, on occasion, like, I've only done, like, a little bit of, like, legit gambling before, like, with poker, just, like, using actual money. But the thing is, we only use, like, a small amount of, like, our tip money. Not the whole thing. It's only just kind of, like, a small, like, thing. And honestly, kind of ideally, you want to just distribute like the money just fairly to each worker. But then, that in of itself is really nuanced as well. So it's just like, like what exactly is fair? Is it like the amount of hours you're working, or is it that you're working at the same time? Because if you want to go by hours that you're working on that day, well, it's not actually fair. Or the amount of work you're doing, that's also not fair. So, it's whatever. But it's like when you're doing poker chips with pennies. Well, I don't know how long you can do that because, well, You know, I mean, there's still plenty of pennies in circulation, but anyway, all that is to say, that's what I was thinking of. But then also, I'm just kind of like, you know, what if I just did that with, you know, my assistant manager, who he is kind of far too generous for his own good, I think. Well, I don't know. Maybe not for his own good, but sometimes it's just kind of like, all right, pal, you don't want to take a good share of the tip money, you know, like, because he just like leaves so much. It's like, all right, well, let's settle this like men. We'll just do this over poker or something, and then I'll make sure you get a good amount of tips. Anyway, anyway. Well, I think that's gonna go. I'll go ahead and call it for this episode. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, God bless, and I hope to see y'all next time. Ciao.